Hello, beautiful friends. We are on day 3 of our conversation about how can you get more done this year than you ever planned. How can you get more traction in your life? So let me quickly review the 3 things or the 2 things we've already done, and then we'll talk about the 3rd thing today. So the first day, what you did is you thought about your life and you thought about the major roles and responsibilities that you have, and you wrote them down and you decided which of these roles in your life do you want to intentionally move forward. Secondly, on the second day, what we did is you guys thought about, well, what are the goals that you want to have in each of these areas of your life, and you wrote them down. So today, just to refine, the goals were meant to be this year. Okay, this is not a perfect system. This is not a complete system. And what I mean by that is some of you guys might have been like, well, yeah, I can figure out what maybe I want my goals are for a year, but what about 3 years and 5 years? How do I make sure they roll into that? Okay, here's the thing. Have you ever heard of the term analysis paralysis? This is what I don't want to happen for you. I don't want you to get in your head so much that you feel like you have to have the whole complete picture drawn out. If you think about, have you ever done one of those pictures where it's like paint by numbers or color by numbers, and you've got this whole picture and it's super intricate, and you've got all these little like sections that have little numbers in it, and you just don't feel like you actually completed until every single bit of white space is colored in. That is not what we're doing in these 5 strategies and 5 things for you to do to help you get traction this year. We don't care to get all of those little spots colored in. What we need you to do is to color in the biggest chunks of the picture that matter the most. And then once you get those perfected, once you get the coloring and the shades and all, once you get that done, then you can start focusing on, okay, how do I perfect this? How do I add a little extra color here? How do I do a little bit of this there to make this picture even more amazing? But you've got to get the main subject of your picture done first, and that is what we're doing. So first you got your roles, then you got your goals for the year. Now I want you to take a step in the more present, and I want you to think about, what do I want to do or need to do this month so that I have made some momentum for my year? This is not science, guys. Just pick something that is reasonable. This is a habit that you're building, and so the more that you think about, what do I need to do this month to fulfill the year, you are going to get better at this. I promise you. It's a skill. So right now, just get whatever you can think of down. But you need to look at your list that you did so that every single goal that you have this year should somehow be reflected this month. Now, maybe there's something that a goal that you have that needs to be accomplished in the summer, and there really isn't an opportunity for you to really make any traction on that this month. That's okay. The goal is not to have to do something every month, but the goal is that you have it in your mind and you have a plan for it. You know that is intentional, that you're not actually making any progress on it this month. It's not that it's forgotten, it's that you're intentional about it. So I want you to think about your goals. So for example, if you have a weight loss goal of, let's say, 30 pounds, think about what would the pace need to be in order to lose 30 pounds in a year. So step it back to the month. What if your goal is real estate investing? What if you wanted to buy 2 properties this year? So think about that, and what would you need to do to get progress on that this month? Maybe it's not even just buying or getting a property under contract this month. Depending on where you are in the process, that might not be realistic. Maybe it's a savings goal, or maybe it's having you identify 5 subject properties and to run financial analyses on those properties just to see where they land. Not because you'd actually want to buy those properties, because you are building the skill of being able to evaluate properties. So it doesn't always have to be that you do the main significant thing. Remember, there's all of these other little things that lead up to the actual goal. We call these lead indicators in the world of business. There's lead indicators and there's lag indicators. So we are focusing more on the lead indicators. Those are the things that you have to do in order for the lag, which is the result, the thing that happens after the fact, to get done. So put this in the context of sales. Maybe you're in some sales job and you have a goal of making X number of sales this year. So how would it look if instead of saying, I have a goal of 5 sales this month, instead you figured out, okay, if I want 5 sales, what is the statistical average of the number of contacts that I need to make in order to land 5 deals? So the lead indicator is the number of contacts you have. That is what you have more control over. So focus on that. Focus on the lead indicators. The lag indicators will take care of themselves if you're doing it right. But again, this isn't about perfection. Not about perfection. This is about just doing it, about getting your feet in the game of planning and being intentional with your scheduling of your time, of your energy, of your goals. So day 3 today, what it is you take your annual goal or your goal for the year, and I want you to step it down into this month. And as I said before, I want you to get as granular as possible. How are you going to know that you actually met your goal? So instead of saying, we'll go back to the weight loss example, instead of saying, man, I want to lose 4 pounds this month. Well, take a step back. What is it going to take for you to lose 4 pounds this month? Probably you want to focus on 2 areas. You want to focus on your physical activity and you want to focus on your food consumption. Maybe your lead indicator goal is to stay at a certain calorie level. Or maybe it's simply this week, this month, you simply want to make sure that you have, a certain number of servings of fruit and vegetables every day. And if you do that, that is success. That is part of behavior change. Just identify what you're going to do different. All right. So I'm so excited. We have 2 more days left. And I would love to hear, comment below, send me messages about how are you doing this? What are your goals and your roles? I would love to help you in any way possible. And so I hope this was valuable for you. I look forward to seeing you on the next video when we talk about the 4th out of the 5 steps. And if you have any questions, let me know. This is Dr. Sherry, your high performance coach and your psychologist. We'll see you in the next video.